Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how we can use Python to scrape information about a YouTube video. Okay, suppose you select some video, let's see this one, and we want to use Python to know the information about this video. For example, it can be what the title of the video is, how many views this particular video got, or what's its description, or it can be the hidden information like the keywords related to this video. To that, what we will do is we will examine the page source of this video page. For that, you need to scroll down and you have to right click on the web page and use, for example, you can scroll down and in the description and see view page source. Okay, and this would generate you information page consisting of all the information related to this video. For example, suppose you want to find what the keywords related to this video are, you can just search for the tag keywords, and if you scroll to the right you can see these are the keywords used in this YouTube video. And in YouTube it allows you a maximum of 500 characters in the keywords or the tags, and then you can see these are all the keywords used in this video. Okay, and let's see, when you go to the end of the video, let's see, so they have used okay, and now this ends here. So the key, all these are the all the text from keywords to here, these are the tags related to this video. And then if you move more to the right, you can see it also shows you the channel ID, because every channel has its unique ID, and this is the channel ID corresponding to this particular channel. Okay, so you can also use something like let's say the view count. Okay, and if you go to, again, this shows how many views this particular video has got. Okay, and also if you go even more to the right, you can see the different information related to this video. Okay, so annotations and whatnot. So now we will use this web page to extract information about this audio, about this video. Okay, now I'm showing you the Python code that we can use to implement this. Okay, for this, first of all, you need to import some important modules, and for this, the first most important one is something called the BeautifulSoup, and with using that you will able to scrape the data from the web. Okay, similarly you need to import these requests and RE modules, and then in this particular example I'm considering, we need an important module. It's called the Selenium. I'm not going into details about how I will install this, but you can just Google, or if you don't know how to install a module, but then you need to import this WebDriver module from the Selenium, and then also you need to import this time, and together you need to have all these modules for this experiment. You will notice that when you type something in YouTube, it gives you this. So now as you scroll down and down, it will load more and more videos. Okay, and we have to get really down in order to see the end of the page. So now what we try to do is we will try to do this using Python. Okay, and for that, an additional element you need is something called this gecko driver. Okay, you just Google for gecko driver and goes to this first link, and then you can see this version number, so click on that, and then when you go to the bottom you can see all the distributions, the one corresponding to all the distributions. So select the one that is you have on your operating system. In my case, I downloaded this to my pen, and if you see on here, one additional comment is that when you type something on the search bar, everything to the left of this would be the same for every search query. Okay, so the only difference, for example, if you search for something like this, you can see everything else that is to the left of this equal sign the same, and on the right hand side you have what is your search query. We will use this to our benefit, okay, as you can see later. So you can see my next code is this base, and this is everything that was left on the equal sign. And then in this line we ask the user for some search input. So what should the search query be, and then we just store it for our on some variable. Okay, and in the line 12 you can see that we've used the WebDriver command. This one we have used it here. So in this one, if you remember, you have to download this Gecko driver and install, not install, but you have to extract the zip file, and when you know that path, you have to replace this part by the path you have on your PC. Okay, just remember that you need to use these double slashes because in Windows, and then use until this gecko driver.exe. Okay, so what this does is that it opens a separate window on Firefox. So if you have Chrome, you have to replace this with Chrome, and then you have to move forward. Okay, in line 13 you can see what we are saying is that this line opens a new window, and this one we say okay, open the window, but the window's address should be this base plus q string. So it searches for okay this, and after this equal sign it replaces the user input. So you can see this corresponds if you type something. Then we have a for loop here. So in this one, because if you remember, once we search for some query on YouTube, it will want to get to the bottom of the page, we have to scroll down. So now we are trying to do that automatically from this. So in this one, this line, it shows us okay, I'm scrolling down for this many times, and this is the important command. Okay, in this one, this means this executes the script this part. So what does this is, this scrolls the window that was opened using these two lines from 0 until the length of a scroll height. That means in every web page there is this scroll height, this part where it is defined. So from 0 means on the top, and for the scroll height some variable value, it corresponds to some, when we scroll some part down, so this corresponds to this scroll height. So once we get there, what we do is we use the command time.sleep, so that we give the loading of the web page to have some enough time so that it will load all the videos, and then we execute this for few times until we get to the bottom of the page. In this one I have used just loop only 3 times, but usually it's not enough, so you have to use something like 30 or something like that, depending on your search query. For example, if you search something that is not much popular, it will need less number of scrolls when compared with something which is much famous. Okay, and then what we do is we use this BeautifulSoup, if you remember. So in this BeautifulSoup command, what you do is you get the page source. If you remember, you get the page source of of the web page, and then we convert it into LXML format. Okay, and we have this in BeautifulSoup variable. Then what we do is the line 21, this line, it in the page source, it finds all the elements and it separates in by them the video title. Because if you examine the web page corresponding to the search query, you will see that each video has this video title. So what we're doing is we are extracting all the video titles. Okay, and in this one I create some array, and for each video of this user data variable I'm appending the video link. So in this one, what I do is for each video I get the attribute href. Href means the hyperlink. So in line 21 I find the video title, and then in this line 24 I get the web link corresponding to that video. Now let's run this just for only one scroll to see if we get anything. So if I run this one, okay, give it a second. Okay, for example, if we want America, we search for this, and then what happens is this should open up a window exactly like this. This opens up something like this, and then you have to then see, let's see on Python. Now we are going through each video in the list, and what we do is, okay, we get the first video, and then we have to see if it sometimes it gives output which is none, so we have to discard those ones. And then from this one I'm getting request.get, the URL corresponds to the video URL, and I'm sending a request to YouTube, and I'm saving it in R. And then I have used this sleep command, because if you are sending so many requests at very small time to YouTube, it might ban you. So you have to use this command, so you make sure that you don't send out that many requests. And what we do is we get this we convert this into the request into an HTML file. And then if you remember from the page source there was this keyword command. So what we do is I split everything by the keywords command, because this one, it's one way we could use this to find the keywords of a video. There are so many other methods, but I'm just focusing on this one because it's easier for me to explain. Okay, so in this, let me show you what the variable s holds. You can see the variable s. Okay, it's having this page source as I showed at the start of the video, and then usually it will be okay, this one string. So what we do is I split the text using the keywords from the page source file. So this will give us the split s. If you it will give us 3 parts corresponding to after we split the string s using the keywords. And then usually sometimes if there are no keywords defined, it will be only 2. So I want to make sure that there are keywords defined, so I'm only considering the videos that have the keywords defined. So if no keywords were defined, split test would have only 2 elements. That's why I'm doing the check-in here to see if it has any keywords. And then I'm not showing you the variables here, but once you execute this, you can clearly see how this works. So in there, the last element of split test corresponds to t, and then this keyword says is actually the first element of this variable t. Okay, I can show you here. So if you see here, yeah, so t, I've got, for each video I will get the list of the keywords. And then this line, let me show you this line. I'm just put this line to make sure that I can see how many videos which the video number is. And then for this keyword set, I'm again splitting them by the commas, so that I need these keywords separately and not just one big string with commas. And in here, this line, what I do is I'm making sure that all the text have A to Z and also numbers 0 to 9, and also these different letters that are not in the English alphabet. So then we're using this command, because usually in this one the last element will be a space, so I'm removing this space from here. And in this line, what I do is I convert all the keywords to simple letters or lowercase letters, and then I'm printing all the keywords. As you can see, I can show you. So for this one, these are the keywords I get for each for all the videos corresponding to the query America. So that's it, folks. So if you have any questions, you can post on the comment section and I will try to reply you. And also please subscribe and share and let me know. This is my first video, so let me know what I can improve. Thank you very much. See you on the next episode.